care for nothing beyond stopping the Darkspawn.
Like a fair maiden chasing a butterfly off a cliff. Except if you don't stop them, we'll all fall. Those fools and duty. Responsibility is not expertise. Action is not inherently superior to inaction. Forgive me. The entire idea is unnerving.
Okay, but there was no need to shout it.
Inquisitor. Goodbye.
Dorian? Oh,
The Inquisitor's work is never done, I see.
that's enough.
Try not to kill him.
Time research. You sound interested now?
I always have time for you, my dear.
Never mind. Please say Iron Ball has something interesting to say at least. Oh,
What's going on?
See you later.
Nice talking with you.
nothing there.
Inquisitor.
Sarah, anything?
So we're attacking wardens now. That's pissing great.
Carry on.
I'll be back.
Go on.
It's not me.
Cassandra, anything?
It's good to see you.
Goodbye.
Another.
One more person to check. And that's Colin. Strong.
We tracked Ehrman to Adamant Fortress. Hopefully we can stop this madness before it goes any further.
Okay. Oh yeah, I've got to speak to Cole. Hey Cole!
Something like that.
Hey.
Roderick was sorry before he died.
Sorry for what?
Did he tell you why he was sorry?
Blood everywhere. Monsters, madness, dying. We're all dying.
Okay.
The Herald stands against it, and heads turn. Desperate and simple, pure. Voices in the chantry. Years since I'd sung the song and felt it flowing through me. But this is real. This is real. So long since I'd felt it. Falling, flying, faith. And I fought him. Maker, forgive me. I hope I did enough.
Huh.
She's still behind the curtains in the reading room, watching the blood pool on the floor.
I hear you've been busy.
The hoarding daggers?
Someone found a barrel full of misplaced daggers. Was that you?
They were safer there.
Okay. Alright, let's go see Colin. See what you got to say. Where are you? Colin, you have to be at the most awkward places, don't you? Where is it? Here you are. Hey up. Got a cutscene.
Gloat all you like. I have this one. Are you sassing me, Commander? I didn't know you had it in you.
Huh.
Why do I even... Inquisitor. Leaving, are you? Does this mean I win?
It's just a game.
You're taking this rather seriously.
He is, isn't he? You need to come to terms with my inevitable victory. You'll feel much better.
Really? Because I just won, and I feel fine.
Don't get smug. There will be no living with you.
I should return to my duties as well. Unless you would care for a game.
You're on.
Prepare the board, Commander.
As a child, I played this with my sister. She would get this stuck-up grin whenever she won, which was all the time. My brother and I practiced together for weeks. And the look on her face the day I finally won. Between serving the Templars and the Inquisition, I haven't seen them in years. I wonder if she still plays.
Perfect.
All right, let's see what you've got.
This may be the longest we've gone without discussing the Inquisition, or related matters. To be honest, I appreciate the distraction.
That's no need for formality.
We've been through enough to drop the formalities and simply talk.
I suppose we have.
Sneezes.
I believe this one is yours. Well played.
A letter. Just right into his family.
First the Templars, now the Grey War. Both devoted their lives to fighting evil. Now they serve it.
So if I was possessed.
If I was possessed by a demon, would you?
I would rather not consider it.
That's all. Right, let's go see about this thing then. Running, running all day long, running, running, singing a song. Run, 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 run.
A pleasure.
Nothing to report.
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded of this.
How are our guests?
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
You've already met Grand Cleric Marceline. Lady Vivienne helped arrange the visit. The timing is most curious.
Why?
Word has circulated that Grand Cleric Marceline will be instrumental in choosing our next divine. What are Lady Vivienne's intentions, I wonder?
How odd. Ladios went condemnation of the mage protest has been well received. Our allies recognise that your commitment to peace. It is unfortunate that this was necessary, but then a great many things have been unfortunate about all of this.
All right.
What's the odds for that?
Let us begin.
Grab that. And then do a thing. Do I get to judge on something now? Please say I get to judge on something. No, I don't get to judge now. Oh well, I've got now. Let's try and do this mission then. I don't know if I can get this done in 20 minutes, but... Oh no, we're not gonna get it done in 20 minutes. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Let's go talk to that thingy, Vivian. See what she needs to do about that thing that she just said. Oh, there's a dungeon here, I forgot about this. I forgot we had this place. A lot of books. Not really much down there, apart from books and wine. Through here, is it? Yep, it's up here.
My dear, did you need me for something?
Investigate. Let's talk about our friends.
What are your thoughts about the others in the Inquisition?
Our dear Lord Dorian is very sure of himself, isn't he? Let's hope he doesn't get his confidence crushed.
True enough, I suppose. How do I? Not really interesting. Lord Trifle's meant to.
Inquisitor, you have done much, but have you the stomach for the Quizquisition?
The what?
It begins now, and there is a timer. Chantry belief centers on the enigmatic Maker and his bride. Name her traitorous husband.
I don't know.
The land they call Revain.
Incorrect. An unfortunate lapse into non sequitur. We will continue when I have time and the wind calls me.
I have no clue what he's on. I have lost all track of where I am, to be completely honest. So I'm gonna jump down here. She's moved.
I am at your service.
Goodbye.
As you were.
What's this? And why is it here? Alright, yeah. That's the Dorian, what you got to say?
Questions.
That's enough.
Naturally.
You're not interested in the slightest. No research. Well, yeah, I want to speak to.
Silveric knew where the champion was all along. That's the last time we sent Cassandra to interrogate.
well connected.
You seem to know a great many people.
I have made friends, and on occasion enemies. It's unavoidable.
Any, you met the hero Felden?
You have a history with the warden who ended the Blight, don't you?
I had the privilege of calling her friend before she died. The world seemed much duller after that. It still does.
What about Morrigan?
What do you know of Morrigan?
I first met her when we were traveling with the hero of Ferelden. We never really got along. Morrigan can be a powerful ally. Just never forget that she's here because she wants something. Work with her, learn from her, trust her if you must, but never underestimate her.
One plan on it.
You seem to know Josephine.
I met her.
No.
She was the bull. We've been friends ever since.
A real pie?
What do you consider a real party?
It's not a real party until someone's small clothes are pinned to a chantry board. And that's all I'm saying about it.
We can continue this conversation later.
You know where I am.
I just wanted to know more about the other thing.
Did you need something?
Any updates?
Anything I should know?
Celine has cemented power in Orlais. Good, we need an ally like her. At the moment, she's said to be rooting out the last of Gaspard's supporters. Once that is done, we will have a united Orlais behind the Inquisition.
Carry on. All I wanted to know. Ow. Ow.
Have you heard of the new procedures coming out of Orlais? A hole drilled into the skull will cure most ailments. Imagine not to be dependent on magic.
Yeah, it's a strange thought, isn't it? You got to say?
Inquisitor.
How's business?
How are you doing? Good business?
In this gilded fortress? How could we not be?
How can I bring in commercial?
Skyhold needs a healthy flow of goods. How can I help?
One of the major hubs is freed. Continue on this path, and you're on your way.
Okay.
We'll speak another time.
It's just Simon outside.
Inquisitor, you have come to the attention of the powerful, and I am the response. Monsieur Faris at your service. You will find my wares unique.
What I was. Yeah. Protocols will pass a rare consensus of guild and some the influence in the states, the free matches, or no magic. What does this even do? What does he even do? I mean, favorable trade agreement with a merchant house grants a small increase to Inquisition power and influence. I have no clue what they do. I guess that's if you're struggling with power and influence, maybe? I'm struggling with money, that's about it.
Your worship.
I'm pretty sure. Have we already got a speaker, Colin? Hey.
Knew you couldn't stay away.
What's new?
What's been going on?
Varric came by to talk. He told me a story about copper marigolds.
I have to go.
Up here. here?
Did you need something?
That's all.
That's all.
I'm sure.
Oh, up here actually. Ah, camera the wrong way. Oh, all else around here? Oh, Solis, what have you got to say?
Hello.
Hello. Tell me about elves.
I'd be interested in hearing your opinions on elven culture.
Perhaps you could ask Sarah. She has opinions.
You don't seem to like her.
You don't much care for Sarah, do you?
I pity her. Although I imagine she would detest that. Perhaps in truth, I envy her. She has a purity of purpose that I lack. I have observed too much and done too little. What do you wish to know?
Tell me about ancient elves.
I'd like to know more about the elves from before our time.
The Dalish strive to remember Hallam Shiral. But Hallam Shiral was merely a fumbling attempt to recreate a forgotten land.
Arlathan.
Elvanan was the empire, and Arlathan its greatest city. Place of magic and beauty, lost to time.
You've studied ancient elves. What else do you know of Arlathan?
We hear stories of them living in trees, and imagine wooden ramps or Dalish aeravels. Imagine instead spires of crystal twining through the branches, palaces floating among the clouds. Imagine beings who lived forever, for whom magic was as natural as breathing. That is what was lost.
Huh. What is elven magic?
I've heard tales that Dalish magic is different from the magic I learned in the Circle.
No and yes. Magic is magic, just as water is water, but it can be used in different ways. Dalish magic is more practical, not needing chantry approval, although they still frown on blood magic. Superstition. Much of it is more subtle. A legacy from when elves were immortal.
Was immortality due to the magic?
Legends of elven immortality. Did they use magic to increase their lifespan?
No. It was simply part of being elven. The subtle beauty of their magic was the effect, not the cause of their nature. Some spells took years to cast. Echoes would linger for centuries, harmonizing with new magic in an unending symphony. It must have been beautiful.
What blood magic?
You said that the censure against blood magic was a superstition.
I did. It's fortunate Cassandra is not within earshot. Most modern cultures forbid blood magic. Publicly, even Devinter disapproves of it. But as I said, magic is magic. It matters only in how it is used.
I don't mind blood
magic. To be
magic.
honest, I don't see it as different from any other magic. It's a means to an end.
Indeed. The problem is that under the Chantry, blood magic is forbidden, so only criminals practice it. While in Tevinter, magisters compete with each other, instead of keeping their volatile friends in check. They always succeed through power, so they have never had the chance to learn another way.
Tell me about the Dalish.
I'd like to know more about Dalish elves.
It is a mistake to think of the Dalish as a single group. They have lived as separate clans for centuries now. As a consequence, each clan has learned, interpreted, and forgotten different parts of elven history. Some trade freely with humans, or adopt city elves who flee the alienages. Others attack humans on sight.
Tell me about the city elves.
What can you tell me about elves living in human cities?
The culture in alienages or among the slaves of Tevinter is like any of the impoverished and powerless. They cling to memories of a better past, and practice a few rituals to distinguish themselves from humans.
Goodbye.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Good bit of elvish lore for you there. If you're ever interested in that sort of thing, that is. What else we can learn around here? Actually, let's go speak to Sarah, see what she's up to. 'Cause didn't he say she was technically an elf? Let's see what she has to say about him. I am bold enough about I never had what to say, so.
Inquisitor.
Hey, Sarah.
Sir Lordy Bloomers.
Is your group still active?
Is your network of contacts still active after what happened?
After Lord Arsehole and Vishal? Of course. He may have killed people, but that just means there's more who hate him. You should be one of them. But maybe not. So watch out for that.
Was there ever a Red Jenny? Or do your pranks achieve much?
We annoyed some nobles. Does that really help all that much?
Gets you paid for one. You seem happy enough about that. I don't get what's so hard to understand. Your stuff works the same. Your Inquisition, I mean. Punch a bully, people like you. Do it because they asked, or let them think they asked. They like it even more. It's inspiring, even if it sometimes goes tits up and they take a hit back. You know, like Haven.
That's actually a fair point. I'm Harold, you're a thief.
I get it, kind of. We just don't think of what you do as that kind of inspiration.
Well, we should take a good hard look at where our people come from. All the same people. At least my baddies are understandable. No kicking in the sky there.
What's there for a Red Jenny?
Is Red Jenny real? Or was she always just you and your friends?
Dunno.
Don't you care?
Not if it works. I mean, Red is scary because blood. And Jenny is... Look, nobody fears the bunch of people who do random stuff. And besides, it's easy. Nobles want a bogeyman because they need to believe normal people can't get at them. Numbers, right? It don't have to be so complicated.
Do you share the blame too?
Doesn't this mean people think you're guilty of more than you actually do?
Suppose. Does it matter?
Shouldn't it?
Important people kill over imagined insults. I've made more than enough real ones, so no. I don't suppose it does.
That's all.
We'll talk it.
It's all good. There's you, yes?
Why did you really join me?
So you like to have fun. The Inquisition seems an odd fit. Why are you really here?
What do you mean? To help people.
Seems like there's more to it.
It's starting to sound like you're looking for something more.
It is. Mostly. Okay, fine. There's talk and I want to see.
See what?
I don't know. I've got all this chantry stuff in my head and it makes sense, right? But it's fuzzy. I want to see if it's all really real. I just don't know if I want to really know. So I'm selfish. It's all for me. Count yourself lucky, I guess.
Concerns about my magic use.
Do you have any worries about how my magic is developing?
Really? You have to ask what's so bad about the magic stuff. Necro, whatever. Necro doesn't mean Sarah happy.
Necromancer. The manipulation of spirits.
Not helping. I don't understand that stuff. It's scary to anyone smart enough to think for a second. You shouldn't be scary. You're the Inquisitor.
It's a burden on us, man.
This is what I am. I have to embrace it. Too much depends on me.
Right, now you've got to make me feel bad for being frightened. Fine, whatever. Just so we're clear, though, that corpse stuff is friggin' weird.
Thoughts on our progress?
Are things playing out the way you expected?
Cassandra laid it out, right? You're the big hat now. Gonna make everything the way it should be. The praying's nice, I suppose. Corypheus bit, though. Shite.
Corypheus.
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 Sack Splash. I know his name. Doesn't deserve the respect of me saying it, does he?
Any opinions about our allies?
What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Which? The ones who do things or the ones who give orders?
My advisors?
What do you think about our spy master, ambassador, and commander?
Liliana is pretty in places. Swear I've seen her too. Or heard she used to play. But that'd be mad. Now Josephine, she's as good at humbling her kind as I am. Just with less mess. Knows her business, if you have to have it. And Cullen, I suppose if you want a jackboot, you get a big one so you can grow into it. Nice hair though.
Cassandra?
Thoughts about Cassandra?
Not as buttoned up as she plays, right? Tough though. I'd stand behind her in front of anything.
Solus.
What about Solus?
Solus? His head's crammed up 1,000 years ago.
Var?
Anything to say about Varric?
Varric? Too clever. Always saying something, but never saying it straight.
True. Iron Ball.
Thoughts on Iron Bull?
He makes me wonder about things. I mean, what do their women look like? Woof.
Dorian?
What about Dorian?
He's fun. Could lose a bit more to Vinta.
Cole?
What about Cole?
I'm not saying nothing about that. That thing is just wrong.
Vivienne?
What's your opinion of Vivienne?
She's a bitch, but she knows. She better.
We'll talk later.
Okay.
Good, right? I'll be here.
Nice.